Hello guys, for the next part of the annuity, so we have the ordinary annuity last time where pinakita natin kung ano yung mga basic formulas ng annuity, ordinary. Okay, we explained also the different types of annuity. We have the deferred, we have the annuity due, we have the perpetuity, and yun yung i-cover natin sa mga next video. So for this video, the what we'll be discussing is the annuity due. Okay? So, when you say annuity due, so, syempre, dito sa mga videos natin, sinusubukan natin i-simplify yung lahat ng mga bagay. And, ito yung kanyang maikling definition. So, this annuity is one where payments are made at the start of each period. Okay? So, beginning from the first period. So, let's say, syempre, kailangan nating, syempre, kailangan nating ma-differentiate yung ano yung ordinary sa annuity due sa deferred. Okay? When we say annuity due, let's say, when we say ordinary pala muna, let's say, kumpara natin, let's say this is ordinary annuity. Let's say we have an ordinary annuity for 10 years. Let's say 5 years na lang. Let's say 5 years na ordinary annuity. Okay? So, this, kamali. Okay? So, let's say, kotse na lang ang binili mo. So, now, nagkaroon ka ng kotse. So, that's its present worth. And then, hulugan mo siya for 5 years. Okay? For 5 years, ordinary annuity. Okay. So, 0, ibig sabihin, that's the current time. That is the beginning of the first year. 1, for the end of the first year, 2 for the end of the second year, 3, 4, and 5 ay yung mga susunod na years. Okay? Nagbayad ka ng binayaran mo yung utang mo for 5 years sa loob ng 5 taon, 5 payments. Okay? Of course, ang requirement ng annuities is that the payments should be equal. Okay? And the interval should also be equal. So, if 1 year ang pagitan, then 1 year ang pagitan ng lahat. If one payment is 1,000, then all other payments are 1,000 as well. So, yun yung mga kailangan natin maintindihan sa annuity. Okay, so that's if this is 1,000, then everything else is 1,000. Okay? Itong unang payment na to, that is your payment for year 1. Okay? Itong pangalawang payment, that's for year 2. Diba kapag ordinary annuity, the payment is at the end of every period. Okay? So, okay. This is the start. And this is the end of your ordinary annuity. Okay? Then, let's show it using with annuity due. So, let's say ito yung payment P. Okay? Then, you also agreed to pay for 5 equal payments. Okay? 5 equal payments, but this time, annuity due. So, ganun din. This is 0, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Now, the first payment, ang payment mo sa una is ito. Okay? O, ito yung unang taon pala. Then, ang payment mo para dyan is at the beginning of that year. So, that's A. Para naman sa second year, para naman dito sa taong ito, second year, your payment will be at the beginning also of the second year. So yan. Then, so on. You paid for 5 years at the beginning of each year. Then, that is annuity due. Okay? Okay tayo ron. So, na-discuss natin yung formula ng ordinary annuity last time. And ngayon, i-discuss natin yung formula ng annuity due. Okay? Pero, I do not recommend you memorizing this particular formula for annuity due kasi I have an alternative solution for this. Okay? Na ang kailangan mo lang maintindihan o ang kailangan mo lang ma-master na gamitin is yung formula ng ordinary annuity. Okay? Kasi hindi ako sanay na o hindi ako fan ng memorizing ng maraming formulas. Kung kaya mo namang magkabisa na lang na isang formula and apply it to all situations, all problems na makikita mo. Okay? But anyway, let's show the formula para sa particular formula for the annuity due. Okay? Okay. So we have the present worth and we have the future worth. Let's say ganun ulit. That's your cash flow diagram. We have your present worth P. And then, since annuity due tayo, nabaliktad. So, magsisimula yung first payment at the beginning of the first period. Okay? So, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, then, let's have yung dot, dot, dot na lang. Okay? Then, hanggang year N. Okay? Then, this is year N minus 1 o yung year before, end of the year before that year. Okay? So, for the first year, syempre, it will appear dito. This is the second year, third year, fourth year. Okay. Same values. Tapos, ang question, yung payment mo for the last year, saan siya mag-a-appear? Dito ba? A or B? Syempre, dito siya mag-a-appear. Okay? Because your payment for this whole year will appear dito sa beginning of that year. Okay? Okay tayo ron? Okay. So, yan yung itsura ng ating annuity due. So, ang formula for the present worth of an annuity due is, hindi ko na ipapakita yung hindi ko na ipapakita yung mismong derivation kasi pinagpakita na ako ng derivation dun sa ordinary. So I think you can you can already do your own derivation dito kung gusto niyo palabasin, pero I suggest na wag na. Okay? So present worth equals A times 1 minus 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 over I. Okay? And then, merong plus A. Okay? Looks fam ba to? Looks fam ba? Actually, ito din yung ordinary, yung formula mo sa ordinary annuity para dun sa present worth. Ito rin yun, no? Ito rin yun. Pero nagkaroon ng minus 1 dito. At, teka, sandali. Wait. Negative N pala ito dapat. Negative N plus 1. Negative N plus 1, dapat ganyan. So, magiging negative N plus 1. Yan. Yan yung ating formula. Okay? So, yan yung formula. Ay, paliwanag natin kung bakit ganun. Let's say, we have this P, then, diba, annuity due? Let's say for 5 years na lang ulit. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay? When you say wait. Teka, sandali. Yan. That's an annuity due for 5 years. Kapag kinuha mo yung present worth, diba, dadalhin mo lahat yung kanilang values. Dadalhin mo yung lahat ng values nila doon sa beginning. Tama? Tapos mag-a-add-addin mo. Kapag ginamit mo kasi yung ordinary, at yung formula ng ordinary annuity for the present worth, di ba, ito lang ang kinukuha mo? Yan lang yun, di ba? Tama ba? Yan lang. Yan lang yung kinukuha mo. Okay? Ito yung nare-represent ng formula na to. Kinuha niya yung mga payments that are ahead of the present worth P, and then dinala niya lahat sa simula. Kaya meron ka nito. Okay? And then dahil hindi niya nahagip itong pinakasimulang payment, nagkaroon siya ng plus A. Okay? So that is the formula for the present worth of an annuity due. Napakadali. Okay? If you have 5 years for or you have 5 payments, pagka ginamit mo yung formula ng ordinary annuity, ang makukuha mo lang is eto, tama? Yung 4 lang. Kasi pag ordinary annuity, wala naman siyang payment dito eh. Di ba? Naalala mo? wala siyang payment dyan. Kapag ginamit mo yung formula ng ordinary annuity, ang mahahagip niya lang ay yung lahat ng payments na nasa unahan niya. But not that payment na kasabay niya. Okay? Kaya meron siyang plus A doon sa dulo. And that explains your formula para sa present worth ng present worth ng annuity due. Okay? Now, let's go dun sa future worth ng annuity due. Okay? Let's say 5 years ulit. Let's say N-1 na lang pala. Okay? This is year 0. This is year 1, 2, 3, 4. Then let's say dot na lang ulit. Dot. This is N-1. And this is N. Okay. So, of course, your first payment will be at 0. Okay? At the very beginning. Then, okay? Okay? And then, your last payment will be at the beginning of the last year. Pero, yung future worth mo won't be coinciding with the last payment. Kasi your future worth is at the end of your of the terms. Okay? If that is N years, then your future worth will be at the end of the nth year. So, dito siya lalitaw. That is your future worth F. Okay? And then, paano naman to kunin? Ang formula dito ay ito. F equals A times 1 plus I raised to N plus 1 minus 1 over I minus A. Hala, ba't ganun? Locks fam din ba to? Oo, kasi kaya bakit siya merong minus A? At saka 'di ba galing din to sa sa formula ng tawag diyan, future worth ng ordinary annuity. Pero bakit may plus 1 at bakit merong minus A? Ganito kasi yan. When you compute for the future worth of your ordinary annuity, ang hinahagip niya ay lahat ng nasa likod niya kasabay nung katapat niya. Tama ba? Kasi kapag ordinary annuity, 'di ba ganito ang itsura ng future worth? I-drawing natin. Let's say 5 years yan, and then kung ordinary annuity yan, magsisimula yung payment mo dun sa number 1, syempre. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And then your future worth will be at the end of your last payment, which is kasabay ng last payment. Tama ba? Tama. Okay. Pero sa annuity due kasi, ang nangyari, nagkabaliktad. May payment dito, tapos walang payment dun sa huli. Tama ba? Which is shown dito, katulad nito. Okay? Walang payment dito, missing yan, tapos meron siyang payment doon sa year 0. Okay? Ngayon, bakit N plus 1 ang naan dito? Kasi, when you calculate using this term, kino-consider niya na meron siyang kasama dito for you to be able to use that formula from the ordinary annuity formula. So, kaya siya meron N plus 1 kasi you have all these payments yan, lahat yan, tapos nag-add siya ng isa which is katapat ng future worth mismo. But, kailangan niyang i-take out yung minus A na yon kasi wala naman talaga yon, hindi yun existing sa actual. Okay, sana nag-gets niyo yung concept natin. Okay, kung nalilito kayo, then you have to practice more. Pero sabi ko nga, this formula is only derived from the ordinary annuity. So, bakit ka pa magkakabisa ng formula na to if you can just use the formula for the ordinary annuity, present and future worth, and then adjust depende dun sa concept. Tama ba? Mas madaling mag-adjust based sa concept kaysa magkabisado ng mas maraming formula. Okay? Okay. So, these are your formulas. Wala na tayong dapat kabisaduhin dyan. Basta tandaan mo lang na sa ordinary annuity, yung P walang katapat dito. And the last payment is at the end of the last term. Pero sa annuity due, yung first payment may kasabay na kaagad. Kumbaga, on that day na nakuha mo yung inutang mo, magbabayad ka na agad ng unang bayad. Okay? So, yan yun. Sa ordinary annuity, yung future worth merong kasabay na payment nung last. Okay? Nung future worth. Tapos wala siyang payment dito. Pero sa annuity due, meron siyang payment dun sa year 0 o dun sa number 0 pero walang kasabay yung F niya. Okay? Gets yun? Okay, so let's proceed. sa mga example. Example number 1. I think we only have 2 examples for this. And ang kasunod ay annuity due na. So example number 1, instead of paying 100,000 in annual rent for office space at the beginning of each year for the next 10 years, an engineering firm has decided to take out a 10,000 year 10-year 1 million peso loan for a new building at 6% interest. So the firm will invest 100,000 at the rent saved and 18% annual interest on that amount. What will be the difference between the firm's annual revenue and expenses? Okay, so let's interpret muna. Unahin natin to. Meron silang option A. Option A. Ang sabi, the company has to pay rent dun sa kanilang office space. That is worth 100,000 pesos to be paid at the beginning of each year for 10 years. So, eto yun. So, buuin natin yung cash flow diagram. Okay. Then, for 10 years, magkabayad sila at the beginning of every year. Okay, that's 10 payments paid at the beginning. So, this is 100K. Okay. So, imbes na gawin nila yung option A, may ginawa silang option B. Ang sabi, they decided to take out a 10-year 1 million peso loan, okay, for a new building at 6% interest. Ibig sabihin, they bought a new building worth 1 million pesos and then yung utang nila na pinambayad nila, yung utang nila na pinabili ng building ay tumutubo ng 6% interest annually. Okay? The firm will invest 100,000. Imbis na ibayad nila 100,000, i-invest nila yan. Okay? Of the rent saved and 18% annual interest on that amount. So what will be the difference between the firm's annual revenue and expenses? Now, merong I think merong isang hindi nabigay na given dito, which is yun bang 1 million peso loan nila is paid at the beginning of every year or tawag dyan, or at the end of every year. Anyway, ito yung ginawa nila. Option B, meron silang 1 million peso loan, 1M. Tapos binabayaran nila yan. Let's assume na everything is everything is due at the beginning of every year. Okay. Oops. Okay. Tapos, yung 100,000 tumutubo ng 18% interest annually. Okay? So, ganito yan. Oops. Kasi ang pinanghinahanap, ano yung difference between the annual revenue o yung kita nila versus expenses. Okay, so ganito. Magkano kaya yung binabayad nila dun sa ano? Magkano yung binabayad nila dun sa 1 million? Okay, so una, magkano yung binabayad nila dyan sa 1 million na yan? Assuming that this is annuity due. Okay, so 1 million pesos yung present worth. Ito nga, kopyahin na lang natin to. Itong option B. Oops. Ay, shucks. Okay. Yeah. Sugi natin. Mukhang 90 yun. This is 10. Okay? Let's say this is A o yung hinuhulog nila. Kung gagamit natin yung formula, present worth equals, ano yun? A times 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n plus 1 over I ano yun? Plus A. Okay? So, siguro kaya natin i-shift solve to. Ang utang natin is 1 million pesos equals A tapos 1 minus 1 plus ano yung interest rate? 6% annual interest. So, 0.06 raised to negative 10 plus 1. Okay? Divided by 0.06 plus A. Okay. So, ang annual na binabayad nila, bumili sila ng building na lang eh. Tapos, hinuhulugan na lang nila imbes na mag-rent. 1 million equals x 1 minus 1.06 raised to negative 10 plus 1, that's negative 9 over 0.06 plus A. Shift solve. 128,177.32. So, ito yung binabayad nila annually para dun sa 1,000,000 utang para dun sa bagong building na binili. Okay? This is solved using the formula given to you earlier. Okay? Pero if we want to use the formula for the ordinary annuity, ang gagawin nyo is, ito lang yung consider nyo. Ayan lang. Yung 9 payments lang. Kasi, sabi ko nga, using the formula for the, tawag dyan, using the formula for the ordinary annuity, ito lang ang mahagip ng present worth ng formula mo. Tama ba? So, ayun. Actually, ganun din ang kalalabasan. Ito rin, no? Ito rin ang kalalabasan yan, di ba? Di ba ang formula natin for ordinary annuity? P equals A times 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n over I. Tama ba? Yung n na mahahagip natin is yung n lang o yung payments lang. That is 1 period ahead of the present worth. Hindi niya kita to. Hindi niya hagip. Itong formula na to, hindi niya hagip tong payment sa simula. So, if you're going to use that, sasabihin mo lang 1 million equals yung present worth ng lahat ng payments ahead of her o ahead of that present worth P 1 minus 1 plus 0.06. Diba siyam lang yung nahagip mo eh over I. Tapos, you also have to consider that 1 million, yung 1 million na yun, kailangan meron siyang plus A. Otherwise, kulang yung magiging present worth na itong mga to. Tama ba? O yan yun. So, you have to write plus A dito. So, actually, ganun din yung formula. Okay? Kung ano man yung naisulat natin dito using the formula given earlier, ganun din yung kalalabasan kapag ang ginamit mo ay yung formula ng ordinary annuity. Okay? So, ayun. So, ayan. Ibig sabihin, ito yung payment nila for every year. Now, let's look at their revenue. Ito kasi expenses nila yan. Expenses. Okay? Yung 128,000 every year. Now, sa revenue, magkano yung pera na pumapasok sa kanila? They have 100,000 every year. Kasi nga, di ba yun yung option 1 nila? They have 100,000 pesos every year. Plus, tumutubo yan ng 18% annual interest. Kasi ininvest nila yan eh. Okay? Ginawa nila, imbis na pambayad nila ng utang yung 100,000, imbis na pambayad nila ng rent yung 100,000, bumili na lang sila ng kanila. Tapos, yung perang hawak nila, ginamit nila yon para patubuin so they can have more money. Okay? Ang tinatanong is difference between revenue and expenses. Okay? Ang revenue nila is they have 100,000 a year. Okay? Tapos, plus yung 18% niyan. E di syempre, they have 118,000 pesos. Yan yung revenue nila sa loob ng isang taon. Okay? So, revenue minus expenses, ibig sabihin, mas malaki pa rin yung expenses nila. By how much? That's, parang, ano ba to? 118,000 na revenue minus expenses, 128,177.32. They will have 10,177.32 less. Ibig sabihin, their expenses is greater than their revenue. Okay? Ibig sabihin, negative dapat to. Okay? Yan yung problem na yan. So, minsan ginagamit to to decide on something if you are going to rent or you are going to buy. Okay? Pero if this is on the if this business plans to run on more than 10 years, then buying a building might be a better option. Pero if you are just or if you will be just operating for 10 years, then this decision is bad kasi nga yung kinikita mo kasama yung interest doon sa iyong 100,000 pesos mas maliit kaysa doon sa expenses mo dahil doon sa interest din na meron yung iyong expenses. Okay? So, ito ang sagot natin, yung difference nito, which is 10,000. They have 10,177.32 less because of their payment para dun sa 1 million peso loan for a new building. Okay, but of course, hindi naman na-factor out yung ibang factor. Hindi naman na-factor yung ibang bagay dito katulad ng, syempre, after 10 years, yung building na yon kanila na talaga. Di ba? Imbes na mag-rent ka ng 100k, hindi naman napunta sa iyo yung building. Anyway, that's example number 1. Example number 2. So, Engineer Paul Aventado. Sino yun? Loan an amount of 100,000 at a local commercial bank, 10% compounded annually. So, how much is his monthly payment if he is required to pay at the beginning of the first day of the month for a period of 30 years? This is a bit basic problem kasi yung tinatanong lang, umutang siya ng 100,000, babayaran monthly for 30 years. That's a pretty long term. Ay, malamang hindi mo ramdam ang bayad dyan. But the problem here is, sabi ko sa annuity, dapat kung ano yung period, yung payment periods mo, dapat ganun din naka-express yung iyong interest rate. Okay? So, this is 10% compounded annually. But, the payments are going to appear monthly. Okay? So, kailangan mo muna i-convert itong interest rate mo into an interest rate compounded monthly. Tama? So, that's one of our early lessons pagdating sa interest rates. So, convert muna. So, 10% compounded annually equals X% compounded ano ba yun? Compounded monthly. So, kailangan maging equal ang effective interest rates nila. So, 1 plus anong formula nun? Ng effective interest rate? 1 plus R over M raised to M. Minus 1 equals 1 plus R over M raised to M minus 1. Okay? So, X equals I can just write 1.10 doon sa left side kasi ganun din naman yan eh. 0.10 pala. 0.10 yun nasa left side. Oops. Equals 1 plus X over 12 raised to 12 minus 1. Okay, so that is it. That's 0.0 kasi hindi naman pwede itong mga roots na yan eh. Ang daming roots na binigay kasi raised to 12. So that's 12 roots. So pero ang obvious naman na nag-apply dyan is yung 0.095689 to. Yung third to the last. 0.09569 na lang. Ayan. Okay? Or you have to use the interest rate 9.5690 tama ba? Percent compounded monthly. Ibig sabihin, ang interest rate niyan o ang interest niyan per month is ilan yan pag kinompute? 9 round off ko na, sorry ha, round off ko na. 5690 divided by 12. So that's uh, 0.7974. 0.7974% monthly. So, ito yung interest rate mo. Okay? Tama ba? Kasi hatiin pa yan sa 12 eh. So, yan. So, this is, kapag sinulat mo yung decimal, that's 0.007974. Okay? So, yan. So, present, wala pala tayo example ng may future worth na annuity due. Pero anyway, I think you can manage. So, ganito yung ating cash flow diagram. So, you have 100,000 at the beginning. Pero, on that day, at the beginning of the first day of the month. Okay, so that's, ibig sabihin, pagkakuha niya ng loan, okay, bayad ka na agad. Okay? So, ganun yun. Ito yung kanyang first payment. Okay, and ilang payments yan, bale? Ilang payments yan? That's 30 years times 12 months. Ilang months yun? 12 times 30, that's 360. Okay? Pero, saan mag-a-appear yung last payment mo? Dito ba? Hindi dyan. Kasi, annuity due to eh. So, dito siya mag-a-appear sa 359. Kasi this is the last year. This is the, month pala. This is the last month. Okay? This is the beginning of the last month. And this is the end of the last month. So, ibig sabihin, your last payment will appear not dyan, kundi dito. Okay? But you still have 360 payments. Okay? Kung magkano yan, let's find out. So, kung gagamit tayo ng formula ng ordinary annuity, ito lang ang mahagip natin. Okay? Yung 359 payments. So, we can just write, let's say, ibabasan natin yung A dito. Ipakain na natin dito sa 100,000. So, 100,000, kasi kung is-simplify natin tong nasa pinakasimula, that's 100,000 minus A. You can do that directly kasi magkatapat naman sila ng time doon sa ating cash flow diagram. So we can just write 100,000 minus A equals yung 359 payments from end of year 1 hanggang end of year 359. So that's A times 1 minus 1 plus I. Interest rate natin is 0.007974 as shown earlier. Raised to negative 359 over 0.007974. Okay? So, as you can see, pagka nilipat natin itong A na to sa kabila, pagka nilipat natin dito sa kanan, so it goes back doon sa formula ng annuity due na binigay natin kanina. Okay? So, calculate natin yan. Minus A pa pala. Oops. Raised to negative 359. Shift solved. Result is too long. Ano ito? Anyway. Yan, ang gawin natin, since nagre-reklamo naman yung calcu, itong A, lipat na lang natin sa kabila. Tapos, i-back substitute na lang natin. Gamitin natin itong final answer, substitute natin sa A, and let's see kung babalik tayo sa 100,000. Medyo engot yung calculator na ginagamit ko. Wala. Ayan, ayaw na. Ulit tuloy. Ano yun? 839.19. 839.19 times 1 minus 1 plus I Negative 359. Oops. Plus 839.19. Okay, approximately equal to 100,000. Nag-round off lang kasi tayo. Maybe rounded off na rin yung answer and yung interest rate natin is rounded off. So, there is a little bit discrepancy. Okay, so yung A natin, is 839.19. Okay, that is your final answer. Okay? So, anyway, pakita natin kung magkano yung magiging future worth niyan ng 100,000 pesos. Okay? Pakita natin ha. Using the formula presented earlier. So, this is your first payment, 839.19. Okay, and we know that it will last for 360 months. Okay, this is your last payment at the end of the 359th month, or at the beginning of the 360th month. And of course, your future worth will be here. Okay? This is your future worth F. Magkano yung future worth niyan? Ano yung example natin kanina? O kung gusto mong gamitin yung formula ng ordinary, pakita ko na lang yung formula ng ordinary annuity. If you want to use the formula for the future worth para dun sa ordinary annuity, you have to assume that there is also a payment na kasabay ng future worth F. In that case, ordinary annuity na to. Tama ba? Kapag may katapat na bayad si F. Okay? Then we can just try. Pero syempre, sobra na yung payments mo because you only have 360 payments in actual, di ba? This or 360 payments tapos ito pang 361. Okay? So ang future worth natin according sa future worth ng ordinary annuity equals A times 1 ano yun? 1 plus I pala, sorry. 1 plus 0.007974 raised to 361 kasi may sobra kang isa. You assume that payment minus 1 over I. Ito palang A na to is already known, which is 839.19. Okay, then that F equals 839.19, 1 plus 0.007974 raised to 361 minus 1 over 0.007974. Okay. So, ang sagot dyan ay syntax error. Sorry, may kulang akong bracket. Teka. 1. Oo nga. Yan, okay. Yan, 1,745,698.4958. Okay, that is your future worth, but you have to subtract yung inilagay mong amount kanina, di ba? Yung minus 839.19 equals so ang tunay na value is 1,1,744,859.3058. Ito yung final answer natin. Okay? Okay? So, how can we check kung tama ba yung sagot natin sa future worth? Actually, pinaglalaroan ko na lang dito yung cash flow diagram. Di ba ang present worth natin is, ano yung present worth natin? ano yan, 100,000. 100K. Tingnan natin kung kapag ka ba dinala natin yung 100K 30 years in the future, ang magiging F niya is itong 1.74 million. Let's just use the formula na original, yung 10% compounded annually. Let's try that. Yung formula na normal kapag ka single payment lang, 'di ba? Ano 'yun? 100,000 i-compound natin ng 30 years for 10% annually. Oo, 'yun, 'di ba? 1,744,940 sakto lang. Parang pinaglalaroan mo lang yung cash flow diagram. Ayan, dinala lang natin dun sa future worth yung P. Ganun lang. Kaya kapag ka tinatamad ka, mag-compute ng future worth, o pag bawa, nalimutan mo yung future worth formula, ang gawin mo, dali mo lang lahat ng payments na to, doon sa simula, tapos dalhin mo yung P doon sa gusto mong pagdalahan sa future. Same lang din naman yun. Parehas lang yan. Okay? Okay, so, ayun. That's your annuity due. Pero wait, I think kaya pa natin tong is-solve. Itong problem na to, ay hindi. Hindi natin pwedeng gamitan ng calculator technique. May sigma tayo dyan eh. I think you can already form your own formula using sigma. Yung summation calculator techniques na maganda daw. Ewan ko, I'm not a fan of calculator techniques. Anyway, pagka ginawa natin tong tawag dyan, sigma, pagka naman nag-future worth ka, di ba dadalhin mo lang naman lahat yan eh. Dadalhin mo, consider mo lahat as single payment, tapos dadalhin mo doon sa huli. Tama ba? Then, we can just write sigma. Saan na yung sigma nito? Yan. Sigma 839.19. Tapos ang interest rate is per month is 0.007974. Tapos raised to x. Oops. Yan. Okay. Tapos, babag sigma kasi addition yan, repeated addition. Magsisimula tayo sa, ano yung simula natin? Ito yung simula. Okay, the first will be brought from year 359 to year 360. So, that's a 1-year gap. So, magsisimula tayo sa 1. Tapos, yung pinakahuling payment na dadalhin mo dun sa F is, 360? 361, di ba? Tama ba? 360 minus 360 lang, tama. 360 lang. Yan. Okay, so let's try. Ang sagot ay medyo matagal lumabas dahil mahaba yan. Evaluator is not ready. Anyway, tawag dyan, try nyo na lang sa mga calculate nyo kung makayanan yan. Pero I think parehas lang yan ang sagot. Okay. Ganun lang. Ganyan lang maggamit ng sigma function eh. You consider each payment individually and then you make your own formula from doing that yung single payment lipat mo sa ibang time. Then yung sigma function sa calculator. Okay. So yung next video natin is about deferred annuity. So see you there.